Plaintiff Katiana Stalling says she started dating the defendant when they were both 16, and she even moved in with his family. Katiana says after they moved into their own apartment, the defendant turned into a hothead and often punched holes in their walls. And she's suing her ex today for unpaid bills for a motorcycle and an Ipod. Defendant Jason McIntyre says Katiana was a good person, and she was close with his family. Jason admits that he owes for a portion of the bills, but not the full amount Katiana's suing for because she allowed interest to accrue. He's countersuing for a security deposit and personal property.
Tell me what happened.
The defendant, Jason McIntyre, and myself, we began dating when we were 16 years old. In high school, I did live with his family. On the day that I graduated, I moved out. Shortly after, me and Jason moved into an apartment together.
Why'd you have to live with his family?
We were both on home studies at the time, and we were always together, so it just kind of happened.
At age 16?
Yes.
Just because you all studied together, your parents let you move in with him?
They did.
All right. Your parents didn't think you all could just study during the day and go back. Never mind, that's none of my business. Go ahead, I can't second guess the judgment of parents. Nevertheless.
The day that I graduated, I moved out, and shortly after I got my own apartment, Jason moved in with me, and at the time he was not on the lease, nor did he pay rent. About 6 months after that, Jason lost his job, and he didn't work for about 6 months. He hung out at home, played video games, wasn't really looking for a job.
Now, you didn't know these things about him?
It's a little bit different when you live with somebody else.
Well, you can tell whether people are responsible or not.
Yeah, I guess I should have known.
What do you have to say on the background of this case, sir?
First of all, I want to say Kathy is a good person. She did live with my family for a couple years. She got very close with my family. We did stay together for 6 years. She did move out of my parents' house, got her own place. Shortly after that, I moved in with her.
Yeah, I heard her when she said all that.
Yeah.
Do you have something different other than what she has already told me?
Not really, sir.
All right. Go ahead and complete what you wanted to tell me, and then we'll get to the motorcycle warranty you're suing him about.
Okay. I believe around the time we turned 21, he did start going out quite often and partying and staying out late and sometimes not coming home at all, which is kind of where our problems started. And he sometimes has a bit of a temper, so when he would come home and I would question where he was, he would get upset and yell, punch holes in the wall.
What happened to the motorcycle?
Well, in February of 2005, we agreed that I would get a motorcycle for him in my name, which his name was also on it, but I was the main person, as well as a warranty, and he was to make the payments on it every month. And he did make the payments for the first few months, and after a while, he just couldn't afford it anymore. So we started calling his mom, and his mom would make the payments for him at first. And then it just kind of got out of hand, and she ended up taking a loan out and putting the bike in her name.
All right.
The warranty stayed in my name, and after a while, Jason was so far behind on the payments for the warranty, and the percentage rate was so high on it, that we owed more on it than when we had first purchased it. So I went and I took
How much did you owe when you first purchased it?
It was $3,000 warranty.
All right, but because of late fees, it became what?
Because the final payoff was $3,600.
All right, so that's why you're suing him for the warranty, because he failed to pay the $3,600?
Yes, he had gotten so far behind that I ended up having to go take out a personal loan to pay for it, and we agreed that if I did that, since I could get a better percentage rate and a lower monthly payment, he would make the payments on the personal loan. He's never made one payment.
And it's $3,600?
It is.
All right. Sir, do you want to speak about the warranty?
Yes, sir. The original price of the warranty was $1,700. We purchased it about 3-4 months after that. I did lose my job. I wasn't able to make payments. At the time, she was making the payments for me. Shortly after that, we broke up. After that point, I was not aware she wasn't making the payments.
Making the payments on the warranty?
Yes.
Okay, so you never had the obligation?
Well, she was making the payments for me because I lost my job, so
all right,
that wasn't a
but
problem.
she had no obligation to, right?
No, sir.
You had the obligation.
Yes.
And so if you had an obligation you didn't pay for, don't you think you owe?
I think I owe the original amount. I didn't know she wasn't making the payments, and the interest grew to $3,500.
Okay. Had you all agreed that she would pay on your behalf?
Yes.
Ma'am?
No, we did not.
How long was she to pay on your behalf?
Until I got a new job and I could
How long was
afford to make
that
the
to be?
payments. There was no set time.
When did you get a new job?
Probably 6 months after that.
Did you pay then?
No, sir.
So you didn't meet that agreement either, did you? Whatever the reason. All right. So you were also responsible for the interest. The Ipod and the carpet cleaning.
Shortly after we got the motorcycle, we were out shopping one day, and Jason had asked me if I would take out a Best Buy card so that he could purchase an Ipod. And
Did he purchase it?
He did.
How much?
It was about $500 with
Did he
accessories.
pay you anything?
He did make the minimum payments for the first few
How
months.
much does he owe you on it?
The balance was $500.
Sir, do you owe this amount for an Ipod?
Yes, sir.
All right. $500 for the Ipod. Now, on the carpet cleaning, how does he owe you for that?
Like I said, we lived in an apartment together. We ended up getting a dog.
You're suing for the dog's damage to the carpet?
Yes, we
All
got
right.
a bill for it.
Were you all living together when it happened?
We were.
Why do you think he should pay instead of the both of you being responsible?
I do believe we're both responsible. That's why I
so
wanted
what
to
was the
split
total
bill.
amount of the repairs?
$1,400.
Okay, do you have anything to show that?
I do.
Sir, do you have any
for the
defense to
apartment.
not paying your half of the carpet cleaning?
I'm not too sure that she paid it. I still get
All
calls
right,
from
she's
them.
about to hand it to me. You say,
I still get calls from them saying up to about a month ago that.
okay, you have evidence that you
still
paid
owe.
it?
I haven't paid my half in full
Okay,
now.
he says he gets calls coming to him.
Right.
So you can't sue him. You haven't paid on his behalf.
No, I haven't.
Okay, if you pay it off, then you can sue him. Otherwise, he owes the creditor just like you owe the creditor. He owes for the carpet just like you owe for the carpet. Your counterclaim for a security deposit for $750 in personal property. Tell me how she owes you.
After we moved out of the apartment, we then went and started renting a house. The deposit on the house was, I believe, $1,300.
Did you get it back?
No, sir, I did not.
All right, and the total amount was $13, and you want what portion?
$350 is what I paid down.
All right, and when you moved out, did you all have the landlord go over the property?
She still lives there, sir.
So you have to wait until she moves, and because you all moved in together. So when she moves, you have to wait, and then she goes through it with the landlord. If you're smart, you go there with him, or you'll call the landlord now and say, I want to be informed when she moves so that I can go through the property when the lease is up to determine what security deposit amount is going to be deducted from my share. The personal property, what are you suing for?
I left my property in the garage
What
when
property?
I moved out. Golf clubs, tools, clothes,
What do you think happened
lots of
to it?
stuff. She called and said that her brothers were saying they were going to get rid of it or sell it or whatnot.
And then what happened?
I go back to get my stuff, and I had golf club missing, tools missing.
Okay, did you ask her what happened?
Yes, and she
And what
said
did
she didn't
say?
know.
All right, ma'am, what do you know about this?
He moved out in November, and he did not come for 6 months until March to get them.
Is that true? You left it there 6 months?
No, sir.
How
Maybe
long?
2 months at the longest.
You told him he could leave it there?
Jason had said he would come back for his stuff.
How long?
We never set a time limit.
Okay. And you never called him?
I did call him
How many times?
at least 5 times.
Did she call you 5 times?
No, sir.
All right. I don't know who's telling the truth. So I'm not going to grant you a judgment. You have the burden of proving that you're telling the truth, and you haven't convinced me. Ma'am, I'm going to grant your judgment of $4,100. That's for the motorcycle warranty, which he admits he hasn't paid, and for the cost of the Ipod, which he also admits he hasn't paid. The carpet cleaning, as you say, you all are splitting the cost, but you haven't paid your end, and the creditor is still calling him. So you all deal with that creditor on that. That's my judgment, $4,100 for the plaintiff.